Hello! Okay, time for part 2. Alright, so next is Royals here, starting off with BB-184. Looks like we got Zebra. Okay, well, let's start with this one first of all. We'll get to you others! So yeah, looks like we got a lot of ballistic spam, some side shields, and DD-20s, so seems like a defensive ballistic spammer. Actually, I'd gotten a few seconds into this one already, and then got a phone call, so... Oh no, not 100% blind, it's like just 99% blind. I saw him run up a slight bit. But yeah, I am morally obligated to fail at least one thing in this arena here. Because Royal likes to talk about random screw-ups in Armored Core videos. So, naturally, it has to be done. Okay, you, sir, are quite erratic, gotta say. So he's a little bit annoying to hit. Very hoppity. Mr. Hippity Hoppity over here. But that's fine, because Hippity Hoppities don't do corners too well, so there's that. Come on. Around that corner. I was going to snipe the building, but decided not to completely start off with a lameness. Aiming a little too high. That time was a little bit too low. I don't even know if the little micro corrections are coming in, but it's actually part of the reason that I like the PSP control scheme a lot. So you can just very slightly tap up and down to correct your aim, which ends up working out pretty well. I feel like, especially if you're aiming like this. Because personally, I really like having a lot of manual control. I don't like ever holding down buttons to do certain things, so if there's options to tap stuff, I absolutely will. Alright. Going up and down a lot. Don't quite have him down just yet, but I like this build. It kind of makes me think of Quebec. Alright. Is very evasive for sure. Nope. Get your stun lock out of here. I am not okay with that crap. Actually, that's probably this thing's whole gimmick, isn't it? That's what it was. That's why you've got the double rifles. Get that crap out of here. That is filthy. Get that filth out of here. So yeah, that's one thing. This AC does a lot of things. Obviously, you can't do all of them, especially on a low to mid-weight. But, yeah, stability is not one of those things. Like, it can take some plink. Like, it can take a pretty decent amount of plink, actually. But, it should be okay without any guiding lines from here on out. Because I kind of got a feel for it at this point. But yeah, no, it can take a pretty reasonable amount of plink, but it sure as hell cannot take any kind of stagger. Oh, it's filthy. It's so dirty. Get it away. Right, that time was not actually where I was aiming. Went around that building and my camera adjusted. It's like, no, you want to face this direction now. Ew. Ew. Burn that filth. Actually, he might be just toasty enough to just already be dead, yeah. Goodbye. So that went alright. Hopefully not a whole lot more fast-moving, filthy stun lock going on. Yes, I'm going to keep harping on that. Ooh, somebody wants to buy something. That would certainly be nifty. Let's see. Ah, well dang. What kind of nonsense is I'll buy the thing, but in 2 weeks? Ew. Alright, so, definitely want to keep the decoys around for this guy. Looks like high damage, high heat, nothing on the inside. It is soulless, it is a machine. It's also a zebra. Alright, so Zebra Mark 6. Let's see what happens. Now, I know there was a Mark 4 that was all skinny-like. Also, hold on. Annoying cough still going on. But, yeah, got a nice handy mute button. Oh, I'm sorry, were those your missiles? Oh, I'm sorry, was that my AP? It's all gone now. So if you end up waiting till just the last second to launch some of these, if there's a single one, you can usually end up saving it and using it again. Actually, despite its seeming uselessness, the optional part for showing you when there's actually missiles coming in is a little bit more useful than you'd think. Usually, you would just look at it, you would figure, I can just see them. But if you're dodging sideways, well, there's that, so. Generally speaking, I'm not too worried about this guy's raw damage, because I can just stay at range and waste his shots. Hopefully getting a few overheats here and there. Actually, this seems like a perfect opportunity for one of these. There, got a little bit of damage off, but yeah, he's got a pretty thick hide on him, so generally speaking, I don't even want to risk engaging for the most part, despite the fact that he's using his cheat speed. That's one of those things that I just don't like about OPI, but whatever. You can still maneuver around it and figure it out and find out other ways to tackle the problem. But just, it's like, okay, they're a heavyweight moving like 5 bajillion miles an hour and breaking physics right in your face kind of thing. Okay. Didn't need to drop that decoy just there. He's on fire, thankfully. Dance around this one and wait for him to fire. He will not. He's actually doing a pretty good job not wasting his missiles, I will say. I don't know if that is a new thing that he's been working on, but it's certainly noticeable on all these AIs so far. I haven't seen as much decoy dumping. Or, not decoy dumping. I've still seen decoy dumping. I mean, like, full-on missile dumping. Excuse me. I should have been right on the line. Yes. Fine, there you go. There's your morally obligated screw-up. Alright, let's do this again. Doop-de-doop-de-doo. Come over here. Let's go ahead and dance on down this way. Nope, nope. I don't think so. Get that mess away from me. Yeah, realistically, I won't be able to decoy off all his missiles, but all I really need is to get the extensions off, and that'll be enough. And I kind of just want to avoid as much damage early on as possible. Actually, I should be aiming these a slight tad lower. One thing on this core is its MG response is pretty decent, so in a lot of cases it'll just deal with the single-shot ones. It's really just the swarms you gotta worry about. Same thing goes for the missiles. You can make use of those a fair bit. There we go, he should be on fire. Okay, what the hell was that? I think I managed to land right on top of his howitzer shot, which for whatever reason had a lingering hitbox on it. Because it like exploded and then it gave me a second boost upwards. Well, that was jank, whatever. I was doing a pretty solid job running him out of shots last time too. Because that's really all I'm trying to do here. Just waste all of his shots. He doesn't really have any backup once they're out, so that should be fine. Oh, hi, pal. Are you having a little bit of a bad day over there? That's okay. Sometimes you just need a little bit more starch in your diet. Such things happen. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I try not to use the decoy as much until I already see that the laser is fired, or it's clearly not going to. Ideally, if you end up dodging at the very last second there, you potentially can end up using a decoy twice. That was a bit of awful positioning on my part. As I landed on a building, could not get over it in time, and then got hit from multiple sides, so that's not ideal. That's one of the very annoying things about the Kurosawa, but hey, what can you do? It is an annoying weapon to deal with. Because somebody in the balance department decided 50 shots was what that thing needed. Yes, that's called balance, I guess. Alright, almost out. Get out of here, lingering hitbox! Oh my god, this is some BS on that hitbox, I swear. Alright, we almost done here? Ah, he's got the extension, that's what's going on. He's got the ammo extenders. I see. I understand now. So in that case, let's see. Yeah, in that case, he's gonna have a lot to work with. So you know what? Let's just move on down this way. He's gonna catch up with no problems whatsoever because fleet. Okay, can we see him? Yeah, he's gonna be right there. Now then. Yeah, behind 2 buildings, no less. Oh, I'm sorry. Is the filth catching up to you? It's all good. It's all good. It's being lame with its speed, I'm being lame with my aim. Good enough. So, moving on. But you know, it's always such a satisfying feeling, though, and it's like, yeah, this thing is clearly running OPI. Then it's like, yes. Yeah, beat finally. So, that was a fun one. I liked it. It's... Actually, no, it doesn't have the ammo extension. Interesting. So that really was it actually did have a legit chance to run out of shots there. Probably would have taken forever with the 42 missiles, but hey, you know, as it goes. So this feels like it's also going to go for a stun lock combo. Looks like it's going for missiles and EO as well. It is a hover though, so it should be a little bit easier to plink with these things. By plink, I mean rip into pieces, but you know. Alright, take your shot. Take your first shot, and they can respond to it. That was several first shots, good sir. You also appear to be on fire. What a shame for you. So, yeah, he's stun locking me, but he doesn't have the raw damage. It's fine. Feeling he's going for an aim, but he can't quite do it. Yeah. So, filthy stun action again. But that's fine, he doesn't have the armor to make that work. That's fine. There we go. Fun build, but not sturdy enough to back that up. It's definitely one that would need to be a little bit more careful with its playing. Probably do a little bit more retreating than it did. But yeah, very solid. Moving on, we got the Mark IV. I don't know why it gained so much weight by the time Mark VI rolled around, but hey. So we got the usual kind of Shatter combo here. Well, it's kind of the Shatter combo. I just called a grenade launcher and that MG core the Shatter combo. But pretty much that plus anything is a pretty solid piece of work. So yeah, there we go. Let's do this thing. Okay, as per usual, dropping those missiles. Don't need decoys this time around. Let's go here. Take your shots, that's fine. 23. 24. Or 22. 21. Again, I'm not worried about the plink. 20. It's that grenade launcher I'm worried about. Because everything else he'll run out of. Or rather, everything else is just kind of damage over time, and that is why I'm worried about the grenade launcher. See, if you have... basically, if you have just a certain amount of armor, you can just pretty much deal with machine guns and all that sort of thing. Like, if you've got pretty mediocre defense to some degree and then side shields, you can deal with Plink all day. You can still do a DPS race. But as soon as you get overheated, it's game over, that's the thing. It's okay. Let's do this again. Take your shots, and we'll do it the other way this time. Yes, yes, right there with the overheat. Yeah. Some not staggering might be a little bit better. Then again, probably something that could lock on would potentially be better too, and we're not doing that today. The idea is to show off with manual fire and stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. Did your very fragile self run yourself into a little bit of trouble here? That's a shame. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Are you having a little bit of problems there? Okay, that's a little bit mean, but you know. He already got a win. I just don't want him to get another one. He's gonna get another one. No, he's not. Oh, man. To be fair, that was just a luck that one of those managed to land on him. Just took a few shots in his rough direction. So one of them nailed him in the side. Feels good, though. Feels fun. That's why I love doing this. You know? Sometimes you just gotta have fun with it. Okay, and next up we have the Dark Mobius. I like that it's all orange on its rifle. I like that that thing changes its little bar. However little sense that technically makes, because like I guess it's supposed to be building up in there or something. Oh well. Let's drop that. It's probably going to go for bursts. Dance, 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 dance. Yeah, if we're doing the royal thing, we got to do the jiggle dance. All right. Alright, that's fine so far. Hello, laser rifle, please go away. Alright. Nope, not happening. Love how pretty much all the rust is going to shake off by the time I'm actually done with this thing. Because it's been... God, how long has it been? I think it's been like 3 months since the last arena. Or actually, no, wait. Let's see. 5, 9... No, it's been 2 months since the last arena. So, either or. Finally starting to get my double shots in and all that sort of thing. Because, yeah, whenever you can start remembering how to do those kinds of things, like where you're basically double chaining them and stuff like that, that's the ideal right there. It's just those little micro corrections that make the difference. Up until then, though, you can pretty much aim with your core and hope for the best. It's not... They've got a big enough hitbox that absolute precision doesn't matter as much. I will say it's more annoying in later 3rd gen just because of the way that they changed how they move. So in this one, they just basically direct fire. It feels like they've got some kind of slight alteration to their trajectory and stuff like that when it comes to later 3rd gen. Like, it feels like they go a bit slower. It feels like they have a little bit of lag on them, and I don't know. It's just not even satisfying is the thing. In this one, you just shoot them, they're like, you know, they're just going. Same thing in 4th gen, actually. Like, for answer, especially if you got, like, arms forts versus rockets, that mess was beautiful. But, you know, you do as you do. I should probably get something to drink. I'm getting a little bit dehydrated. Getting all sultry. Anyway, so that would be all of Royals. And next up, we have someone or other. Looks like we have Vakta. Alright, so Vakta's is next. See you then.